Everyone able to see my screen?
Nice.
Yeah. So just last week we pushed the script and controller and we are executed the right. So again we'll see that. So once we can open the controller, it will be look like this. We have the two scenarios, manual scenario and governmental scenario. So manual scenario nothing but manually you only design the scenario, like how many number of users you want, how much duration you want to execute, and everything we want to design manually. Goal oriented scenario nothing but it's a goal, it's means nothing that it's a system itself is designed as your scenario. So but we are never go with the goal oriented scenario, maximum will go with the only manual scenario. Maybe your load will be pushing with the like the number of users 10 user 20 like that, means you can select for the manual scenario, don't select for this percentage mode. Maybe you want to consider as your load as a percentage like 100 percentage or 50 percentage. So based on that you want to distribute the load, means you can check this. Okay. And after that these all available scripts from the our different kinds of available scripts will be there. So there you can select for the which is your script properly you are done, so you need to select that script. So for example I did this one and one more is the flight booking. So these scripts means we need to add like this, what are the scripts you are developed in the user. So those scripts we are pushing into the controller, and after you added, right, you can see here once you added, maybe by mistake you are added this, you can remove also is possible. Okay. Otherwise you want to fetch from the browser, so you can select from the browser also, you can do it. Okay. After that added, you can just click on OK button. Now you can observe these two scripts we push. Now you can observe this script is a red light it show, means this script is not available in the particular in this folder. So we can select another one apart from that.
Means why it's getting red? That
Red nothing but the script is not available in this particular folder. The script name is not there. The F14 plus 2610, right? That script is not available in that particular path. So that is why it is shown for the red. Okay. So now see quantity right now it's showing for the one, and load generator. I think already we know, right? Load generator nothing but it will be generate the load against the application. So you need to select any one thing you want to add a new, miss click on add, and you can give for the load generator name. Load generator name will be, it will be like this only as a IP address, and as same to you need to give for the platform, maybe it is a Windows or Linux, you need to give for the any which is yours. Right now we are this is right, you can give that and click on OK. See now it is added to load generator. So and here schedule based scenario means we want to design the scenario, we have the different type of schedule based scenario will be there, schedule by group will be there. So when we are select for the schedule based scenario, when we select for the schedule by group for nothing but, so all the scripts behave like a their own scenario, having ramp up ramp down duration everything will be same. Then you can go into the schedule based scenario. See for example if you did this and this will be same, it is sharing ramp up ramp down everything will be one scenario only. But when you are selected for the schedule by group, every script behave like a their own scenario and having their own ramp up ramp down duration. Okay. So you can observe this is scheduled by group I will select. You can observe now this script will be, this is the things you want to design scenario. Like number of users means start users. How many users you want to start? Like you are giving for the here 10 users or 20 users, and you can give for the, this is the ramp up nothing but gradually increasing the load. Like every 1 second, one user will be 15 seconds ramp up we are given. So based on for the load, you need to design the scenario like this. Maybe you are given every 2 users will be ramp up will be 0.05 seconds. Means total 2 into 0.5 means what will happen, 10 into 5 means how much it is happen, 50 seconds. So ramp up will be, see now you can observe this is the ramp up for this scenario, and this is the duration, how much duration you want to execute. So I am giving at the 5 minutes, and stop user nothing but it's a ramp down means how the users will gradually down. So we are giving for the here also every 2 users will be ramped down with the 0.05 seconds means every 2 users will be ramped down. See now design is completed for the first scenario. So means we need to design scenario means like that you need to prepare, like number of users means this is the number of users you can give for the number of users. Okay, now first scenario is completed. Then go to the second scenario means you can click on second scenario. Again you need to design scenario like start users. If you give for the start users, okay, I'm giving for the 30 users, and I'm giving for the ramp up. So based on for this, I'm giving for this every 5 users will be ramp up will be 0.5 seconds. So ramp up design and duration will be 5 minutes only. Okay, that's fine. And ramp down will be there. So ramp down also I'm giving for the every 5 users will be ramp down will be 0.5 second. See now you can observe this is the one script scenario, this is the one script scenario. So when it is happen, so when you are select for the schedule by group, it is happen for this. Okay, so like that we can design the scenario. And as to one more thing, so for example this particular scenario you want to change any runtime settings means you can select that. Here is the runtime settings will be there. Once you can selected which script you are selected, that script only you want to edit means you can possible to edit here. Run logic nothing but it indicate for the number of iterations, how many iterations you want to execute the test, and pacing. So pacing is a very important. So when you are executing the test, right, what will happen? Your business scenario will be again and again and again it will execute. But what will happen? There is no breathing. Your application will be might will be chances to crash, or your application will be slow. It is happen. So that is why some iteration to iteration we need to give for the some delay. So that is we can call it as a pacing. Pacing nothing but it's a delay between the iteration to iteration. So here pacing we have the different type of pacings will be there. Start new iteration as soon as previous iteration ends. Start new iteration as soon as the previous iteration ends. Means if it is a, we are not giving any pacings, means it's a zero pacing, no pacing. Maybe you want to check this. So here it is a fixed pacing, means it's a, as a iteration we need to give for the delay 60 seconds or 130 seconds. So we need to decide that, and we need to give for the here 60 seconds. And here you can select here random also will be there. You need to give for the random also. 60 to 90 seconds you are given. Then what will happen? It is a 61 or 62 or 90, 90 or 89. Up to that only it will pick for the anything is a randomly. Maybe 70 also it's pick. Maybe 75 also is pick. So if when you are given this, it is a pick for the randomly. We have that 2, 3 options, which is what is that means new iteration as soon as means no pacing and fixed pacing and random pacing. So we need to select any one of the this fine. So if you have pacing you can select this and you can give for the number of seconds, like for example we are giving for the pacing will be 10 seconds I given. Okay, so and logs. So this is important when you are doing for the execution, right? You need to disable the logs. So because at that time no need for this parameter substitution, these things, right? So if you select this, what will happen? Parameter substitution, these things will be, it is also take time. So that is why we no need want to for that. So that is why we are logging, enable the login, we are disabled. Okay, and that is the log. And think time. Think time also we have the, what is the think time? Already I explained. What is the think time?
Difference between two transactions. Alex.
Not difference. It's a delay between the
Delay.
two
Delay.
actions or
The
transactions.
time taken.
Delay between the two actions or transactions, we can call it as a think time. Think time also we have the different options. Ignore think time means we are not giving any think time. And replay think time as a recorded means what is the recorded time will be there, right? When your script is recorded, right, automatically it is generated. You can observe here. So when we are recorded, right, automatically some think time will be automatically it is came. See LR think time 33. So this is the automatically it is a 33 seconds automatically speaked. So that is the, we can call it as a replay as the think time. Means when you are replaying think time as recorded, you want to, that only you want to replay means you can select for the replay think time as a recorded. Maybe multiple there. So if you give for the one, then it is fine. Then what will happen? Here will be 33 is there. 1 into 33. It is calculated for the 33 only. Maybe if you want multiply the 2 means what will happen? 66. It is happen. So maybe based on for that, sometimes what will happen means entire application they are giving some think time like 200 seconds, not more than that, means you need to edit also possible here. You can give for the, in this place you can give for the 10 seconds. So based on for your application you can change for this is also we can change. Okay, that is the think time, and we have the think time will be different type of, no, ignore think time and replay think time and multiply think time, and we have one more thing, use random percentage recorded think time. Means what is the think time right now is there, right? For example here is a 33 or whatever may be there, right? That will be one for the percentage mode. So as a recorded percentage mode means you can give for the record percentage mode. Like for example, you are giving for the 10 to 100 percentage. Then what will happen? It is come to the 11, 12 or up to 99. It's whatever maybe it will pick automatically as a recorded think time. Randomly it is picked. Okay. So this is the think time. So very important recording option, runtime sync options also, because so interview point of view they will ask for the what is the run logic, what is the pacing, how many types of pacing, what is the think time, what is the different kinds of pacings, and logs, what are the things will be there. In the logs we have standard logs and extend logs will be there. And one major thing, when you are doing for the execution means you need to disable the logs. Okay, and we have the miscellaneous nothing but it's a error handling point of view. We want to continue an error means if your script will be fail also, it will continue for the end of the script. So maybe you want to file open transaction LR messages means you want for the any message for the LR error message, then you need to select this. Maybe you want generate a snapshot error. So what is the error you are getting, right? That you want for the snapshot, you can select any of the this. This is the error handling. So you need to select any one of this. And one more thing here, this is the very important thing, multi-threading. So multi-threading nothing but, so we have to the, when you are executing the script, so that maybe you are executing Windows based applications or web application. We have two types. So what will happen is web based applications you are doing for the web based application, obviously you need to select for the run user thread. Maybe you are doing for the SAP GUI application or Citrix applications or anything, then you need to go with the run user as a process. Why we are switch from the thread to process Windows applications means actually what will happen means every one user will be, it is take for the some memory utilization. But web-based application, it will be occupy for the very less. But when you are doing for the Windows-based application like SAP GUI, SAP login pad applications, right? So that will be take for the heavy memory. So that is why we need to select for the run use as a process. But all web-based application we can select for the run as a thread. Actually, we have the one MDR engine will be there, one multi-drive engine. We can call it as a one multi-drive engine. Actually, when you are executing for the run user thread, it is approximately 50 users will be fine. But when you are execute same one MDR engine, multi-drive engine, it is a 2 MB it will take for the one person, means approximately only 25 users will be only occupied. Here will be 50 users will be fine for that memory, but here it is only for 25 users only it is occupied. So that is why when you are executing for the Windows based application, SAP Lagan Pad or Citrix application, we can go to the run use as a process. So very important question. So when we are going to the run as a process and run as a thread, and they will ask for the interview question for the in the miscellaneous we have the this is the multi-threading, and here automatic transaction, this is the file. So we are giving for the define each action as a transaction. So what is the action will be there, like launch is the one action, and after that login is one action. So each action we can define as a transaction we are given. So if you give for this, you can observe define each step as a transaction. Step nothing but what will happen, sometimes will be you will get for the number of actions for the within the one transaction only. For that each step we can concentrate as a transaction is not good. So that is why we need to check for this is the thing. Okay, this is the miscellaneous. In the miscellaneous we have the error handling and multi-threading will be important thing, and after that browser emulation.
Here, what is difference between the V users and multi-thread?
Where
Multi-threading. So, what is difference between the V users and multi-threading concept?
we use a thread and process.
So, in V user, we add the numbers of users we are going to implement it.
Yes. See, for example,
And
it is, see, I will explain. For example, we are given for the 50 users. Okay, the 50 users you are doing for the web application. That will be one MDR engine, nothing but one multi-drive engine. That is the memory. Okay, that one MDR engine will be, it is approximately 50 users will be occupied for the when you are running as a user as a thread. But the same load you can check with the run user process, that is only 25 users will be occupied. Means each user will be 2 MB it is occupied for the run user as a process, but run user thread it is occupied for the 1 MB for the each user.
so this is the default value 50 users and 12 MB.
Yes, default, that is the default. It's as a 1 MD origin default that values.
So while running the SCP applications, we don't add the V users or we directly use this multi-threading concept.
Directly.
Use this multi-threading concept or V user concept.
Yeah, you can SAP applications as same to login pad as a GU application. You will obviously you need to go to the run use as a process, because as a SAP login pad applications, it is each user it is take for the memory will be very more, like one user will it is take for the 2 MB more than that also.
Okay.
Okay, you need to, when you are doing for the execution, you need to select for this run as a process, SAP and Citrix. Okay, in SAP also we have the SAP GUI is there, SAP web is there. So web nothing but you need to select run as a pro thread is fine, because that is also it is not take for the more than that, because that is a web application, right? So it is not take for the more than 1 MB. But It is a SAP log and pad. So that is the log and pad, nothing but it's a Windows based application, right? So each user it is take for the high memory. So it's more than 1 MB.
Okay, but in SAP we don't perform correlation and parameterization, right?
SAP web application you must do for the correlation and parameterization. SAP GUI application no need. Only for parameterization will be need.
Okay.
Okay. So next will be browser emulation. So browser emulation means your script which browser you want to simulate. Like you want to simulate with the Mozilla, or if you want for the some other. Otherwise we have the different things will be there here. You can observe use browser. So which browser you want you can select here, and if you want Google Chrome or Mozilla mobile or anything you want to select here, and same to the here you need to give for the version, and this is the platform, which is the platform. We have the different type of platforms will be there like Windows 7 or anything, so you can select for that. And after that maybe you want to custom, so you can give this, and you can give for here, you can give for that what is the Mozilla or Google Chrome, whatever maybe you can give. And as to the when you are simulating the load, right, we need to give for the some settings browser cache, we want to handle that cache, so we need to give for these things. It is very very important thing. So in browser cache, right, we need to give for the these things you should be enabled simulate browser cache, and cache URL requiring content HTMLs, and same to the we want to download non-HTML resources, simulate as a new user each iteration. This is the very important thing. So when you are doing for the execution or anything, you need to give for this is the simulate as a new user each iteration, means every time will be we are simulating as a new each iteration, and as simple we are observing, you can observe clear cache each iteration. So why we are clearing cache means, for example, you are doing for the username password, right, that will be every time will be if you not clear cache, that will be it is happen for the cache, and every time it is picking for the same user. So that is why every iteration we are giving for the clear cache. Okay, this is the browser emulation. And we have the speed emulation will be there. Speed nothing but it's a network point of view. Like we have the different things will be there here. Use the maximum bandwidth means you can select that one, what is the maximum bandwidth will be there, so it will pick for that. Maybe you want for the custom, like if you want to particular, I want only for this much, like 120 128, or if you want for the 150 1.5, so you need to select anything is fine. And as in the you want custom, so here will be fixed, like what are the drop down will be there, you need to select that only. But here you need to customize, you want for the 10,000 or 1024 or 999, whatever maybe you need to give for that bandwidth. So better to this is the fine, because you can select this use maximum bandwidth. What will happen, what is the maximum will be there, up to that it is will be there you can get. So that is why use the maximum bandwidth is fine. And content check, and the content check you can enable content check during the replay. So for example, this is the nothing but content check nothing but, so for example we want to doing for the some what is that uh, image verification or text verification you are doing. So this one to you want to create as a like each and every script you have the different scripts will be there, but that will be every time will be same, it is coming for that text. So you need to give for the enable for this, and you need to import also possible, you can click on import, and already you are imported, right? You can here you can keep it from the already there. You can click on open, then automatically it is come there, and automatically means we are giving for the like content check for the everyone everywhere. Like if you are giving for the anywhere, you can call that function, automatically the checkpoint will be work. That is the content check. And we have the proxy also will be there. So proxy nothing but we have the different type of proxy, no proxy, nothing but we are not anything doing for the proxy. So direct connection to the internet means you are not restricting from the any URL, then you need to go with the no proxy. Maybe you are restricting, then you can use for the use custom proxy, and which URL you want to like for example, you can observe in our office laptops, there will be some URL will be do for the proxy. So because they not open for that Facebook URL and Instagram URL and Gmail, they will restrict for that URL. So then what they can do, they will do for the restrict for that URL, they will do for the proxy. So that is why their case you can use that one. And the same case, if you want for the any URL, you can restrict from the our script, you can give for that as a use the custom proxy, and you need to give for that. Otherwise you don't want, then you can select for the no proxy. Maximum we are selecting for the no proxy only. And preferences, okay, here will be, we can see for the important things will be here. We have the HTTP will be there. There we have the different options will be there. Sometimes you will get for this kind of error like HTTP request connect timeout error. So otherwise you will get for the HTTP request received timeout error. So at that time what you need to do means, actually by default is 120 seconds will be there. So you need to, maybe you are getting that kind of error, you can come here and you can increase for the here how much you want, you need to give for the give for that, then it will wait for the until for 1200 seconds, then after that your next request will be execute. So if you get for this kind of error, timeout error, you need to set the here, actually by default it will be 120 seconds. And as same to the here we have general also will be there. In the general we have the one more error you will get, like step download timeout error. Actually the particular URL, it will wait for the until 130 seconds, after that so you are not get any response or you are not get anything, then it is throw as a step download timeout error. Actually only it is wait for the by default is 120 seconds only. If you are getting for this kind of error, then you need to give for the increase for the here, it's a by manually you can increase for the how much you want, you need to increase for here. That is the step download timeout error. So for here preferences, this is the very important thing. If you get for the during the test you got for the step download timeout error, you can come to the general and you can edit here. And download filters, we don't have anything. Actually we need to anything filters we can do for means you can use for this. So you can observe you have the two options, include only addresses in the list, exclude only address in the list. And if you want to add means you can click on this and you can give for the URL of that or host or anything, you can add it here as a download as a filter. So this will be can't use, okay, no worry about that. So I'm removing again chain configuration, we don't have anything. Enable data format extension, that is in the advanced, and advanced also there is nothing will be there. So this all runtime settings, very important things will be this all things like run logic and pacing and logs and think time and additional attributes we don't have. Miscellaneous is a very important thing. And browser emulation, that is fine, actually whatever maybe it is fine. And one more thing is important thing will be miscellaneous. We have this is the important, and according to the preferences is a very important, and proxy this thing. So you can go to the material and what is the purpose we can use and what are the options will be there, everything will be there, and assembly you can check this. And every time you need to very well know for these points, runtime settings, what are the things will be there. So if you, they will ask means you need to give for the answers: run logic, pacing, log, think time, additional attribute, miscellaneous, browser emulation, speed emulation, content check, proxy, preferences. Okay. So we need to set for this all, and after that click on close, and now you can go to the controller.
Do we have option for embedded resource? Sometimes they ask for
Which one?
embedded resources.
Runtime settings,
Embedded resources.
embedded system.
While recording script only, we have some embedded resources as well.
Application you are asking embedded.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, there will be when we have the recording options, right? There will be that embedded system will be which protocol it is supported. You need to select that.
No, not about protocol. Suppose while recording this web tour, we have embedded resources as well with that particular HTML page.
Okay.
So, how to record that particular embedded resource and record the response time over?
Yeah, it will come for the within the transaction only, right?
I think at initial of this, we have hide the embedded resources while running script.
Sorry. You
At
are
initial sessions, first or second sessions,
okay.
we have hide the embedded resource while running the scripts.
Okay. It is option will be there. I'm not getting what yours. Where?
In general log, I think.
In runtime settings only.
Current time set. While execution of the at initial stage, we hide that thing. We said we will try to implement in next sessions.
In general.
General, I'm also not sure. I need today for that recording.
Oh, this the iteration, this the logs.
Download non-HTML resources over here. In general only, I think we have below. General and the below. Scroll down. This browser emulation. General browser here only. Here. I download non-HTML resources.
Yeah.
So these are the form of the embedded resources.
Yes, yes. So if you want to for the like sometime will be non-HTML resource also it will record it, right? So that we want to
Yes.
record as a when we are execution time also, you need to check for this.
So sometime client task download with or start recording with HTML resources only, and when we try to implement it in controller, so as we have hidden some of the settings while implementing in controller,
Yes,
so we
in
have to hide
controller
this
for
setting.
implementing means you need to check this. Download as a non-HTML resources. You need to check this. Then only you need to get this.
Okay, so there may be some constraint in or difference in the timing when we check mark or uncheck this.
Yes, yes. So maybe
Step.
you want to record for the particular non-resources means we have the recording options also. We have the options. We have different options will be there. I think.
And when it's come to bandwidth over here, so any standard bandwidth we have to use because for each user, I think the bandwidth may get vary and the HTML reports get vary over here.
Yeah, yeah. Bandwidth. Yeah, bandwidth. That is depends on that. You can change for that yourself. That is nothing will be happen. So speed emulation. See here. Use the
Hmm.
maximum bandwidth. So sir, that is that depends on the applications, and if you check this right, if it is whatever maybe it is peak, right? So for example, you are restricted, like 128 only you are restricted, but this it is more than that, then what will happen, it is throw an error for the network side error. So SM2 maybe you are selected this, you are given for the number of bytes, then number of bps, then what will happen, it is you are giving some custom, then up to that it is fine, but if it is more than that, then it is again it is fine. If you give this, then it is how much is the maximum bandwidth you have, it will pick for that.
Okay, for suppose example you have the 10 Mbps and I have the 1 Mbps, so the HTML reports get vary due to the same bandwidth controller reports which we download response time.
Yes, yes, obviously.
So any default bandwidth we have to use by asking the client, or we can set it from our side only.
Yeah, is I think is client will not ask for this kind of things, but if you want means you can select for this, and we have the maximum also will be there. Like you can observe 10 Mbps and 1154 also will be there. You can select for that maximum.
Okay.
So now same thing you can design for the, so each script also we need design for the runtime settings also very important. So every script you must be do for the runtime settings as per your requirement, and think time and these things also, if you want replace think time or ignore think time, and these things very important. First these two will be very important, logs and assign to the pacing and assign to the think time remaining also. And one more thing, this is also important I told, right? Like in miscellaneous, and if you want for the continuous error or you want for the generation snapshot error, you can select that one and assign to the run the process thread. So this will be very important, and you need to set this like this, and design is now everything is done. And SM2 I will explain one more thing. In the options also I will explain for this window. And here you can observe this is for the create new scenario. Means you want to create new scenario, means you can click on that. And this is the open existing. Already you are created exist one. You want to open means you can open. And this is the save the current activity. What is the right now we are doing? You want to save means you can click on that. And this is the, it is asking for the where you want to save this folder. You can save it. And now this is the load generator, so you can click on this load generator. So when you are doing test, right, you need to connect to this one. Actually it is now it's not connected state, just you can click on connect and see it is connected but it's failed. Okay, and you can come here, and this is also connected or not, you can check is connected, you can connect. So we need to connect. If you not connected, it is not load generator connectivity not there. So you can observe we got some error. What is that error?
I was also facing this issue, means with when we try to localhost right at initial stage. It
Yeah,
was working, but IP address it was showing red for me.
is 127.
I used 10.68.
Yeah, that see, you don't use any because so that 127 that is the local host one, right? So that is fine. But if you are using that means that machine we should still be there. Only can use. If it is
So
there,
from
then
where we
you can
can
use.
extract this IP address, current IP address,
Which one?
localhost. Okay.
127.0.0.1. This is fine, right?
The IP address which you have inserted, it's from uh, where you have referred this one, or we can use any random IP address.
Yeah. See, now it's connected. If it is anything wrong only, see actually I given for the double dots, so that is not connected. And now you can observe, see connected. That is why it is showing for the green color. Two load
Okay,
generators
and if we
connected
use
successfully.
uh,
Maybe
10
you,
dot
sorry,
10 dot 16 dot series, it will work.
10 dot
10.16 series.
16
16 dot 0 dot 0 dot
0 dot
1.
it is there.
I'm not sure about it. I was getting error.
No, no, you don't give for it is also localhost you can take that one.
Uh, I'm confused here means the IP address which you have inserted 127, from where we can get it. That I was facing same
No,
issue.
no. See, this will be load generator. Like this is the just local host. So, for example, you can observe using this only we are executing our script, right? 127 dot something. It is coming for the web tour, right?
Ha 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 ha. That one we have to use. Okay.
That one. So you need take for that host names.
Okay, I was inserting this 10.16.0.
Yeah, yeah, not this one. Okay. So now you can observe two connected. So if you want here load generator connected, so if you select this, it will show for the, if you want disconnect, you can disconnect. So once your test is completed, right, you can come to here, you can disconnect. And when you are doing for the test, right, you can connect and it will be ready state. And if you observe it is a down state, again you can connect and it is a ready state. Now I added two load generator, and after that you can close this. And the same to the this script also, you want to add load generators, you can observe it is connected state only. Okay, that's fine. And after that you can observe this is the load generator and this is the virtual, this is the, we want to open particular script what you are selected, right? If you want to open views, you can click on this, it automatically open. This is the load runner analysis, nothing but which is script you are selected, right? That script, if you have the any analysis file, it will open that. That is the, these are the options. And here it will be, this is the start scenario, means you can want to execution start, means you can click on that, it automatically start. And is the virtual users, if you click on this, and right now we are added this all, everyone will be, you can observe down status, means still will be down status. This is the script name, everything will be there during the test. And now also if you want to add users, means you can click on add users, and you need to select for the which script you are adding, how much quantity, like you want to add for the 1 or 2 or 10 or 100, you need to give for here and click on OK. Then it is added for the number of virtual users here. And if you want to do for this kind of things, then you can click on run, means it is start for the run also. That is the virtual user generator. And this is for the add group, nothing but you want to add for the any script. If you want for add one more script, means you can select this and click on OK, then it will add it for the one more script, that is the add group. If you want delete anything, you can delete. And simply this is the runtime settings, and this is the parameter list for your script, what are the you did, it will show for this. For this script I am not did anything, it is not showing anything. and this is the details, and just view script means you can click on view script. So just these are the options for this, and as same to the what are the options we are seeing right in the file also we can see for the new these things, and results nothing but where you want to analyze the results, nothing but you can click on analyze the results, it is going to the analyzer tool and it will open for the current results. And this window will be, it will show for the what is the script name and where is the script path, how many number of user executed, how many LGs you are corrected, it will show for this. And this scenario, it is a schedule by scenario and schedule by group, and as same to the based on for the you are selected this schedule by scenario schedule, you need to design the scenario, number of users, duration, these things. So once you can design these all things, now we have the one more thing will be there here, service level agreement, SLA nothing but
Kiran, over your design, you are getting four.
SLA nothing but like we are our each transaction we are giving for the 2 seconds is our SLA. You want to that also you want in the results, you can set this SLA, like you can click on new, and here you can select for the next, and you want to for which want transaction response time you want to SLA, then you can select average. Okay, and after that, so this all will be there, but we want majorly we want for the transaction response time only, right? So that is why I'm selected as same to that is I selected as average. And here you need to which transactions you want to apply, you need to select this and you can add here. Okay, for example I am adding for this all. Okay, okay, all transactions I added, and after that next, and now you can observe here transaction response time load criteria. So load criteria you are adding for the running users or transaction per second or transaction per pass, what is based you are adding for this, you need to select for that. So we are giving for the transaction per second, and you need to give for the throughput means it is calculated for the throughput, transaction response time with throughput. Okay, you need to select any one of this pass and transaction per second pass I am selecting, and here you need to give for the criteria, load criteria, less than less than 2 and greater than or equal to 2, means my SL will be 2 seconds, so that is why given for the less than 2 or greater than or equal to 2. Less than 2 also fine, or greater than equal to 2 is fine, but with more than that it is throw on like error nothing but is indicate for that more than 2 seconds happen, it is indicated. So you need set for the load criteria like this, and you can click on next, and see this is the criteria, it is added greater than to less than or equal to. And so if you want to select these things means you can add for this, and which transaction you want you are giving, you can give for this all criteria, you need to give for this all criteria. So if you want to apply all transaction, you can click on apply all transaction, it apply for the all the transactions also, and after that you can click on next, and if you want to define another SLA you can click on it. Otherwise if you finish, then see you can observe transaction response time average is added. Got it?
Kiran,
So
for me, you are getting that group button, right?
yeah,
I'm not getting that group button.
here this group button you are asking.
No, no, below. Schedule name, schedule by. That.
Here
Ah,
you don't have that button.
no.
Which version you are downloaded?
Same which you have shared.
You don't have two buttons. Scenario shared group is you don't have.
No. Can I share my screen?
Yeah, wait. We'll start execution and we'll see. Okay, at the
Yeah,
time
sure.
we'll see. Okay, so we can do for the SLA. You can design the like this. So now our entire design scenario is completed. Now we want to execute means you can go to the run tab. and you need to start scenario execution. Before start scenario, we need to monitor for the CPU also, right? So we need to add for the CPU memory also, we need to add, and here by default we have Windows resource graph will be there. Yeah, Windows resource graph will be there. There you can just what are the, if you are monitoring for the Apache server or IIS server, you can select that one. And for example, you are doing for the IIS server, then you can add for this, add measurements, and click on add, and you need to give for the name. Just I'm giving for the local host server name, I'm giving as a local host. And now you can observe, now we want to add. So counters, if you want add counters means we can select for the, no counters added. First we need to add counters. These are the all counters, right? You can select anything, fine. Bytes in all heap, memory point of view. And current logical threads, thread nothing but number of users. So because you are, we are selected IAS, which one? Yeah, IAS. Okay, so now you need to select for this all, and if you want means you can select which one do you want. For example, I want memory point of view, you can add this. The specified object not found on the computer. Okay, my computer is not there. So now you can observe these are the available counters. You can add for the counters like this. See, if you added and click on OK, then while during the test what will happen? You, what are the counters you are added? It will monitor like CPU memory, and as same to the we have one by default will be performance monitor will be there each and every one system. I think search.
So the SLA which we have added, it will act like a Perfmon only.
Yeah, yeah, Perfmon. My search is not working.
Yes, you can search here directly. Perfmon.
Sorry.
You can search here, search Windows C. Right side. Search.
Why must search? Okay, do one thing. Just you can share me. I will show you. I think my search English.
Else you can go to Programs, Windows Administrative Tools. There it is, Perfmon. Go to local disk C, program data, local disk C, program data, local disk C. C, C. This is program data. Don't do program data. Local disk C, Microsoft. In C only, back. No. I have opened at my side. Perfmon. I have sent one path in the chat box.
Hello.
Try that.
Okay, let me share your screen and show me. I will do. Share your screen.
Are you able to see my screen?
No, not it. Yeah, yeah. So, starting onwards, you can open, close this, and you can search from the search window. Close this. Yeah, just you can search in the performance monitor. So that is the you can open. Okay. So once we can open, it will be look like this. So after that, we want to create for the monitor point of view. Like CPU memory, we want monitor point of view. What we need to do means, like go to the disk data collector set is there, right? Go to the data collector set, and there user defined. Right button click right button, new data collector set, and give it as a name. Data collector set name you can give sample test or whatever maybe can give, and click on create manually. Don't click next. Click on now. Click next. Yeah, here you can select for the performance monitor counter. Sorry. Yeah, first one. Yeah, that is fine. And click on next. And now you can click on add. So these are we have the different monitors will be there like CPU, memory, network, and disk, and we have different thing will be there. And same to we have the db side also, we have the db counters also will be there. So what we need to monitor, we need to monitor these things. So then first we'll go to the cpu processor there, right? You can expand that first one. Yeah, these are the processor. In the processor also we have subcounters will be there. There we want to add, for example, we want only what are the things we need means processor time need. You can select that. Yeah, processor time you can add. And next user time also you want, you can add for the user time. And privilege time. So this is fine for the processor point of view. Now select for the memory, go to the memory. I think up is come from the alphabet wise memory. M. Yeah, above. Yeah, you can expand that. Memory is the important things will be committed bytes in use. Means how many committed we done. Committed bytes in use. Yeah, committed bytes also no problem. And available bytes. Above. Available bytes. Yeah, that one. Okay. And this two is important, and apart from this you want for anything means you can add for that also, fine. Okay. And disk counters, go to the disk counters. Above. Not here. So now this is the memory counter, sub counters completed, disk counters will be the separate.
Distributed database. We have database.
Yeah, database also we have. So if you want to add for the database also you can add.
This counter is not available.
Okay, no worry. Okay. I think memory only we have the counters will be there, read per second or come down. Yeah, here is there, right? That will be read per second. Page pulse also we want means you can add for the page write per second, these things. Okay. So like this, if you add for the, okay, what are the counters we need exactly? We need to add for the like this for the server side monitors. Okay, and click on OK.
Okay for this one.
Yeah, okay. For now is fine. Okay.
Interval.
Next. Now expand that your data collector set and yeah, click on right button and properties. Right button, click it. Properties. Here will be we need to schedule the like what time we want to start, how much duration of work and execute, right? Schedule is there, right? Fourth tab, general directory set. Yeah, add, and there you need to select for the time what time you want to start the test. For example, now 9:20, right, for our time. So you can give for the, okay, will 9:22 you can give. Okay, and click on OK. And stop condition there, right? Go to the stop condition. And there you can select for the duration. No, not that one. Down. Duration. Oh, not overall duration. Yeah, there you can check first will be. Now you can give for the like how much duration you want to monitor the test. Like you are executing 5 minutes means you can give for the 5 minutes time. If you are executing 1 hour, you can give for the 1 hour. So you need to give for that is the you can define here. Okay, now we are doing for the 5 minutes only, right? You can give for the 300 seconds. Okay. Okay, click on OK. Then what will happen, like, so after 922 automatically it will start here, and the same time you need to kick the test in the your controller also. So then at that time how the CPU memory is going, you need to observe during the test. So how you are monitoring for your performance monitor, right? Same way you can monitor for the side scope. Otherwise, if you want to monitor for the app dynamics, dynatrix, realistic, everywhere will be you need to monitor for like this. So this will be default one. So how the memory is going. If you want to add means plus is there, right? You can add plus. Now how you are added, right? Memory CPU, same thing you can add here also.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes. So once 9:20 a.m. is so
Started, right?
this
Click on data collector right button. Data collector set. You are given name, right? Yeah.
uh,
Yeah, right button, click it. So 922 is there, right? It's a manually start, but we are given for the condition, right? It automatically
9:20.
922 it will start your test.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But when you are start here, you are given 922, right? Same time you need to kick from the controller also.
Okay. Okay.
Then only you know for the CPU memory utilization for the your system. Yeah, now
So
you can.
controller where we have to schedule the same timing.
Yeah,
Here.
controller we don't have any schedule time, right? You can just click on that, just start scenario.
This one.
No, no, we don't have any time slot here in
Uh-huh.
control. Just you can go to the run and exactly 9:22 you can start the test. Yes.
Mhm. Okay. So what
Okay.
is
Now
the
you told, right, you are not getting schedule by scenario. You can check that one. Schedule by name is there, right? You can drop down select. Schedule by one you can select. Why you are not getting schedule by group?
not
I think you are select. You can select for the multiple scripts. Script name is there, right? There you can select. Second, yeah, you can down. No, no, not there.
huh,
All right, that yeah, yeah. There you can select anyone.
still not getting.
You can check these options. Schedule by scenario below. Above. It's options there, right? Into and these things. Here. Here only schedule by scenario there, right? No, no, not there.
Schedule by scenario.
Why above? Into is there, right? No, no, there only. We have
Okay.
options, right? Schedule by name above.
Here is the schedule scenario.
Yeah. In below we have options, right?
Ah,
Into
okay.
what are the new schedule?
Schedule, delete
New
schedule,
schedule.
and start time.
I think something is wrong. Your maybe it's not installation or properly, or you can restart your system again. You can try. You will get okay.
Yeah, I will check it out. That one.
You can check that one, but that is fine. Okay. So
So
we
this
need to.
call is fine, right? Or any
Yeah, you
miss?
can just execute it. Yeah, no worry. You can execute.
I have executed that once.
Now you can go to the performance monitor. It's 90. Automatically it is executing or not. Data collector set. You can right button click on that. Data collector. Yeah. Go to the properties. Schedule. And this is fine, right? 9:20 a.m. Click on that. Why it is 9:20 a.m. is showing? edit, double. Yeah, you can give again 928. You can give. You can increase. No, 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 don't. Yeah, yeah, 928 and click on OK.
So how this Perfmon and controller are interconnected?
So for example, we are adding right here. We need to add for the server. In real time, we have servers there, right? Now it is monitoring only for localhost. Localhost nothing but right now what are the things there in your system? Everything is monitored here. But real time what will happen? We have the servers will be there, right? You need to add the servers.
Okay. So now currently means whatever it's showing over here, it will be showing same here only.
Yeah, yeah, same. Because everything we are monitoring for the entire system.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I think it's got
Started.
active.
Yes, it started. Now you can observe. Yeah, you can click on that. So now, no, no, don't close that. Yeah, now come to the reports. Reports. Down, down. Yeah, expand that. And user define. And yeah, data collectors. Select that. Now you can observe your what are the data is there, right? It is collecting.
For
Once test is 5
360
minutes
minutes.
completed, automatically you'll get for the report.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
So
During
what
the
is the use of this report over here?
yeah, what is the CPU utilization, memory utilization of the number of user load? For example, you are executing 500 user load. So 500 users memory is sufficient, CPU memory sufficient or not? See, for example, right now is a 23 showing. So during the test, you need to monitor for the 23 after onwards. Now your execution also started. And how much utilization happened? It is more than 80% is that not sufficient for the CPU memory. See, your memory is already 82.
Yes.
So means already it is 82 is there. So means this is the we are concentrating from the already 82 is there means it is start from the 82 onwards only, right? You need to calculate for the after 82 it is how much it is coming for now. How much utilization is going? See 5 means 3 only memory it is occupied for now. So if you click on that, you are able to see for that how much it is memory committed and how much is available. See, available only 660 MB only it is available. Very less memory is available.
Okay.
So if you don't have sufficient memory, then we need to test will be invalid. So that is why memory will be proper CPU memory.
And mostly we use the VPN, and at that time it will get affect over here. Means we use Citrix while performing the.
Yes, yes.
So at that time, what can be the results over here? It may get
Yeah,
vary.
here also results, if you monitor anywhere, the results will be CP memory only, but there will be monitor like, for example, you are executing 500 users, that particular 500 users load point of view, CP memory, how much time it is happening for the during the test and after complete of the test also we will get for those results. That is the important thing. So this is including for the all your system. But when you are real time executing, right, you have the servers will be there. That particular server, how much time it's getting?
Yeah, but when we connect any connect, and then we are using the VDA. So at that time we perform all those client applications with the help of Citrix, and it have some slowness over there. So how to overcome for that thing. It will be showing as a slow response over there.
Yeah, it's showing as a slow response, nothing but why it is showing, we need to dig the issue. Like it is a particular load point of view, it's a CPU memory is sufficient or not, you need to check first thing. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so we have the some digging point of view, we have the options will be there. I will explain for that. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Test also you have started.
No, I have not started it because I'm not getting that radio button over here. And morning, as you said, right, you have to click drop down. So I was getting red over here. Now it's getting executed. And also localhost
Yeah, same to
from
you are selected one thing. Yeah, yeah, I got it. Close this. You are selected percentage.
where it is.
See, load will be, it is distributing as a percentage.
Mm-hmm.
You can go to the new file and in new.
New. No.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, you can uncheck this. Use the percentage above.
Okay.
Yeah, now you can add scripts.
So
Now
what is that
okay.
percentage check mark you saw?
Percentage nothing but this load will be distributed as a percentage mode.
Okay, got it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now you got right.
Yes. And the IP address which you were adding from here only, right?
Windows only. Yeah, I added Windows as a local host 127.0.0.1.
Yeah, I will execute that today. And if
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have any doubt, I will ask. And for JPEG store also, we are going to execute these all same scenarios.
Yeah, same settings. You need to do for same.
So we
Any
are going
web,
to perform
any
JPEG
application
store.
you need to execute same way.
Okay, so we are going to execute JPEG store also in sessions
Yeah, yeah, we can.
because
But here
yeah.
one thing you can remember. Here only this is the 50 users free license. You have, if you execute
Hmm.
more than
Yes,
means we need to buy the license. Okay.
yes.
But here you want to execute for the 500 is 50 users only. Okay. If you execute any application, no problem. But it's not more than 50 for a year.
Okay.
That is the keep in mind. Okay. So
Yeah.
we'll do for that tomorrow also same continue, and we'll discuss for the tomorrow also controller and analyzer. Okay. We'll discuss more. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Thank you for joining everyone. We'll meet for tomorrow. Bye.